Welcome to EQ Episode 4. This is the Québec City Electric Car Show, and if you want to find out more, stick around, I'll let you know in 2 seconds. Since I wasn't able to get a lot of video at the last electric car show in Montreal, I've come to Québec City to the electric car show that's here, and I'm going to give you a quick walk around to show you what's available and what kind of interesting cars and things that they have. So let's go have a look. Over here we have the Hyundai Canada booth, and at the Hyundai Canada booth they have the Ioniq 5 and a few other interesting cars. This is the different colored Ioniq 5 than they had at the Montreal show. And right beside it, we've got the Polestar booth, which has the same Polestar 2 that was in Montreal. Very nice car. And like I mentioned at the Montreal show, the Toyota booth has absolutely nothing of interest in terms of full electric.
And similar to Montreal, Ford had the Mustang Mach-E. Then tucked in a corner, hidden away from everybody else with not even a sign indicating that it was Mazda, was the Mazda MX-30. Now if I had made this car, I'd be hiding it in a corner as well, because you've got a car that doesn't actually have 4 real doors. It has less passenger room than anything else on the market that's in its segment. It's got less than half the range, and yet it's the same price. Hey Mazda, 2016 called and they said they want their EV range back.
Oops. And you've got Audi that's at this show, and Audi at this show doesn't have the Q4. Now I did speak with the representative from the Audi booth, and he gave me a little bit of information, but it seems that the configurator, or the online configurator, is up, and we can see what the details are there. So I'll put a link to that in the description of the video below. Now, another interesting manufacturer that was present at the Montreal Auto Show, but it didn't get much of a chance to talk about, is Imperium Motors. Now, they are the representative of the Skywell brand here in North America, and they have the SEV, previously known as the ET5, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this is going to be a very interesting entrant in the electric car market because it is an inexpensive SUV that's very well appointed, and I'll put some video up of that here on the screen for you to see, as well as the pricing and details that they've got. It also shows the NEDC range, but we'll have the EPA numbers very shortly, I'm guessing.
At the Quebec Auto Show, I was given the privilege of taking out this Imperium Motors SEV electric SUV. You heard that right, this is an electric SUV, and it is the first real normal SUV in the electric market. It is not a Tesla Model Y, it is not a Tesla Model X. This is something that someone on a normal budget can afford. It is very inexpensive, as you may have seen from the video clip that you saw just before this test drive. You can get a fully loaded vehicle for about $50,000 Canadian, which is amazing when you consider that this is a 5-passenger SUV that is definitely full size. My e-niro is more of a station wagon than this vehicle. Now, first impression, ride comfort is actually quite good. The ride is very comfortable, not too stiff, and it's not jarring over bumps, but it's not sloppy either. Now, something else that I like about this is the interior finish is very, very nice. The stitching and the leather, the soft touch materials, very impressive for a vehicle that's not very expensive. Now, with regards to power, this vehicle does have some oomph. When you hit it, it goes. It is not a sports car. So if you're looking for Tesla Model Y performance, this is not the vehicle for you. What it reminds me of is the Volkswagen ID4. What this basically targets is a market that doesn't have any alternatives. It's a normal SUV at a reasonable price, so that's the ICE market. So I'd like to thank the president of Imperium Motors Canada, Christian Dubois, for letting me borrow his car for a few minutes to get this very preliminary view of what the Imperium Motors SEV is. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're interested in seeing a more detailed review video of this car once the Canadian or North American versions are available, then please put it in the comment section below, and I'll see what Imperium Motors says once they get their press cars.
Let's see what else we have here. We've got the Tesla Quebec booth. Tesla Quebec that has their cars shown here. These are owners' cars. Tesla doesn't actually have anything in terms of shows. This is the owners that show their own vehicles because, well, they're proud of their cars and of Tesla. And behind me we've got the Fast EV booth. Now Fast EV is showing off their electric car wheels, and they've got a brand new wheel that's up on the podium back there, and that wheel is a fully forged Tesla replacement. So if you've got a Tesla that was looking for the fully forged Tesla version of the wheel, well, Fast EV has you covered. And right across is the Volvo booth, and they've actually got the XC40 Recharge. Very interesting because I hadn't really seen it in person. Nice vehicle. I'll put some video up on the screen for you to see. And then right beside them, Porsche Quebec. Now Porsche brought two vehicles. Very nice color in blue. I think I like this better than the white one that they had at the Montreal show. Now over at the Kia booth, same thing as at the Montreal show. Kia does not have anything other than the Soul EV in terms of electric cars. They've got PHEVs, so they have the e-niro and the Sorento plug-in hybrid. Much like at the Montreal Auto Show, you have a dealer that's showing the Chevrolet electric products, the Bolt EV and Bolt EV with the revised front end. And then the Electric Car Association, or the Quebec Electric Car Association, AVEQ, where you can do some test drives. Now, you can do test drives of pretty much every model that's shown here, other than obviously the Ioniq 5, but they have Teslas, Mustangs, Audis, you name it. Just sign up at the booth behind me, and then you can do a test drive of some of the cars. Now, a lot of them are already out, but I'll put some footage of what they've got available. And then, for the rest of the show, you've got a whole bunch of interesting things. Now, you've got companies that manufacture charging stations, and that's Flow and AVEQ, and you've got other companies that are represented here, and I'll have some video of that up on the screen. And you also have companies that will offer you electric bikes, and there are a ton of them. So I will put some video of that up here as well. And then you've got the ability to try out some electric bikes, much like at the Montreal Auto Show. And that looks like this over here. So there's a large test track where you can try some electric bikes or scooters or whatever else. So if you're into electric transportation, well, you've pretty much got it covered if you come to this show.
I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of the Quebec City Electric Car Show, and I hope you like the EQ, or Evolution Quickies format, which is essentially me with one camera, very informal, just having fun, showing you some stuff that's related to electric cars. If you did like this video, please click on that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. And if you could consider clicking on that subscribe button, it would make me even happier. Now, if you have any questions with regards to anything electric car related, please put it in the comment section below. And if you've never seen my other EQ episodes, I have a playlist that you can find on my channel called Evolution Quickies. And once again, thanks for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed this preview. I hope you enjoyed this view of the Quebec City Auto Show. It was pretty interesting. I hope you enjoyed this preview. I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of the Quebec City Electric Car Show I hope you enjoyed this quick tour, blah, 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 blah. As well as the format of Evolution Quickies, or EQ, which is basically me with one camera and very quick. Now, you can see the previous 3 episodes somewhere on my channel in the videos. You can check that out below. Now, I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of the Quebec City Electric Car Show, and I hope you like the format of EQ, or Evolution Quickies, which are essentially quick and noise-making piece of crap.